Hey, Destiny fans, Rain Stater here, and today we are going to talk about a post Bungie put up today, Cosmo, for the weekly update. Um, it's about the hotfix 2.502 and some changes that they have in store. Today I'm going to take this video pretty casual. Gonna do some gameplay, just regular commentary, and yeah. So if I ramble on, I apologize. If I say any, little bits of misinformation, I apologize. So yeah, let's get on with it here. So Josh Hamrick posted earlier today about sidearms, and so obviously, as we all know, sidearms are a little out of control right now because they can stockpile ammo. And every single time you die, you don't lose ammo. So it just keeps building up and building up. So it's definitely puts them at a huge advantage, which is why you're seeing just a crap ton of sidearms. Even though the special ammo is readily available for using things like a fusion rifle, which is what I'm going to use here. Going to go fusion rifle hand cannon. But yeah, so they're nerfing it. They are nerfing sidearms. Well, I shouldn't really say they are nerfing sidearms. They're bringing them in line with everything else. So ammo you stockpile along the way, you lose when you die. You only start with what is in your magazine and an extra one on your side. And so that ought to put sidearms in a lot more line with everything else. They'll still be super prominent because if you don't want to go searching for ammo every time you die, you may as well, still use a sidearm. It's still going to be probably pretty heavily used, especially the Wormwood and Trespassers. Those are both, pretty much top of the line guns. You can easily acquire Trespasser, and you can super easily acquire Wormwood, obviously, because you can just buy it. Let's see, Drifter, I should probably use an auto rifle. Let's change this real quick. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, also, they are changing Memory of Scory. I'm sure if you've been on the forums, you've seen a ton of posts about this, how in trials, Memory of Scory is making it so people can just sit in the back and charge up their supers. Admittedly, I have one of these on my Titan. I bought it last weekend, and it's only so I could turn my armor to a tier 12. I don't really sit back and charge other people's supers. Pretty much as soon as I get my super, I start hammering stuff. So let's see. So they're not really nerfing it, but they're making it so in order for the effect to work, you have to kill something. Just a single mob, and then it lasts for a few minutes, and then it wears off, and you have to do it again. So in trials, this will make it so people can't just sit in the back and charge everybody's super. In 6v6 game modes like here in Control, it's not gonna make any difference at all, because you're gonna kill somebody once a minute. So if you're, let's say on your Warlock and you're using like Blaylock, so you're just charging up your super and not planning on using it anyways, it might as well make it so everybody else gets their super faster, right? Makes sense. So still usable in 6v6 if that's how you choose to use it. Also, the most pointless nerf of them all, which was the truth nerf, they're basically bringing truth back to how it was before they gave it 3 rounds, so they're basically just bringing it to 2 rounds. They're also making it so you reload like wicked fast, so that's pretty cool. So they took 1 round away and gave it a buff, so can't really complain about that. And they're looking at making a change to blink. They're leaving in the silly HUD thing, which I kind of understand, but don't. If you're gonna let people, roll all over the place into a little shadow, you need to let people blink and still be able to see where they're going. But either way, what they're doing, because they said they've nerfed it too many times, so they're removing the nerf for recovery. So at least you can still recover if you are using it as like an escape method, which is pretty much what I used to use Blink for. But I honestly don't use Blink anymore, and I haven't used Blink at all through year 2. Well, I did sometimes, but primarily I liked air control. I like being able to jump and attack as a blade, like halfway. And so yeah, that's it for their update on that. Of course, Iron Banner is going to be coming up here soon, and the weapons for Iron Banner are the sniper rifle and the hand cannon. Xbox, record that. Sorry. That was too good of a fusion rifle kill streak there. Oh, pardon. Okay, sorry. Back on to what I was talking about. So yeah, sniper rifle looks pretty cool. Got the big old bayonet spike thing on it, and hand cannon. Yeah, it's like the Ill Will style, I guess. It's the high impact. Get luck in the chamber. You can luck out and 2-tap people with it. It might be kind of cool. And then armor, yay, armor. So yeah, Iron Banner coming the 28th. So also with this particular update and these, nerfs and changes and unnerfs, Josh Hamrick also posted about Hungering Blade, Red Death, Lifesteal, Transfusion, Cauterize. They're changing it from 35, I believe it is, % health back instantly on hit to 58% health back instantly on hit. I don't know necessarily how good this will be on Red Death. I personally feel like it's a buff to Red Death, because the one problem with Red Death is if you're in a gunfight and it shoots so slow, you kill one guy, your health starts to regenerate, but you only gain 5-10 health, and then all of a sudden somebody plinks you with something and your health regen stops and you end up getting gunned down. With 58% health back, I don't know, it seems like it could be a buff, because then if you're in a fight you might actually survive to be able to kill the next guy, because you got a huge chunk back instead. Lifesteal, it might be good for lifesteal also, because if you're in a fist fight, people shooting at you, it's tough to say. But where it is going to be awesome is with Hungering Blade and Cauterize. Hungering Blade already has no cooldown. We kind of talked about this in my last video. You can basically cut people down, get 58% health back instead of 35, and whoa, I just got melted. So yeah, you get 58% health back per kill. So if you are going through 3 or 4 guys that are all trying to shoot at you, you should be able to make it through all 3 or 4 guys, because you're going to get 58% of your health back per guy you kill. It's going to make a huge difference with the Hammer Bro Titan, because Cauterize currently has a cooldown. So it's like your first hammer gives you some health back, but you're not hurt. And by the time you're at your 5th hammer, you got a sliver of health. You might get some back. Cooldown's up by then. But with no cooldown, every single hammer can heal you, which means you're really going to be able to, stay alive on those more long distance ranged hammer tosses. Now, if you're shouldering in on stuff, if you got that perk selected, might be maybe a little more risky, but then it's just like Hungering Blade. Let's see, what else? Oh, and Suros Regime, no backup plan, War to Dawn's cast, Apotheosis Veil, and Embrace the Void are just straight getting their original perks back exactly how they were. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So these are all future updates. So I'm already really liking the way the game plays in 6v6. I don't mind having to pick up ammo for my special weapon. I like that at least on initial spawn into the game you get some, and so you can kind of keep it rolling from there. I'm happy that they are but they are fixing the stockpiling of ammo with the sidearms. That's going to be a pretty big deal, honestly. Kind of bring them in line. And yeah, so they also, on a post by forum user Lost Souls, about he made a nice post about basically how far are they going to take some of these nerfs, and what's on the list, and particularly it was magnetic grenades. I love those things. I use them all the time on my Titan. But basically said just because something is on the list doesn't mean it's going to be nerfed. He actually responded back to the thread. And it's because the thread that Lost Souls posted up was very respectful. He wasn't just flaming Bungie wildly for making their changes. He wasn't calling for people to be fired and dumb stuff like that. Instead, he brought up good points and kind of broke it down well, and so he got a response from Bungie. And so basically what Hamrick said there in that thread is that just because something's on the list doesn't mean it's going to be nerfed. It just means it's something that they want to look at for ways they could make its gameplay better, balance it out more, and that kind of thing. So I really like that they're being open about things. They're trying to make changes. They're trying to really dial in Crucible, and honestly, I think they're almost there. That's a good round. Nice. And a fusion rifle. It's probably garbage though, but either way, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to these changes. They are going to be good changes. And yeah, leave a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. I'd like to make more videos in the future, so if you have any thing you want me to make a video of or any suggestions, put it in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe, all that crap, and yeah, I will see you in Felwinter's Peak.